Welcome back everybody to Veve Gems, where you get periodic videos on top quality NFTs on the Veve app, which I call Veve Gems. Today I will show you the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve for week 6, along with the portfolio tracker and Veve Stats. And this is not financial advice. For those of you interested in more details and the key assumptions and the methodology used in arriving to these top 10 undervalued comics on Veve, you can always check my video on July 30th, 2022, where you can see all of these details. This table shows the cost in gems per MCP point. So the darker the green shade, the better the value. We can see good value in the rare variant of Groot first appearance, as well as Nick Fury first appearance, the rare variant, and also the rare variant of Fantastic Four number 12 and the rare variant of Avengers number 4. So these are all good values in terms of gems per MCP point. This table shows the supply percentage still available on the market for each comic on the top 10 list. So the lower the percentage, the higher the demand for such comics. And two on the list have a relatively higher supply, the reason for which is that these have been recently dropped, which is Spider-Man FA and Groot FA. And this also could present an opportunity for these two comics. Since there's a lot of supply, that means one could find really good prices for such comics in the current market. This table shows the percentage upside potential for each of these comics. In general, any percentage that exceeds 300% is considered good value with a high potential price appreciation. And for those interested in the secret rare variant, there are 5 on the list that have a positive percentage upside potential, and the two that stand out are Amazing Spider-Man number 1 with 17% and Nick Fury FA with 10%. This table shows the current prices of the comics on the top 10 undervalued comics list. So as a general rule, the darker the green shade, the better the value, and of course the better the price. And this is just to give you some perspective of the prices of the top 10 undervalued comics relative to each other on the list. This table shows the total editions minted for these top 10 comics on the list. If we look at the last column, we see the total editions, and looking at the first column, we see the number of editions under the common variant. Then the next column, the number of editions for the uncommon variant, then the rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. The factors on the right side of the table show you how rare is that variant compared to the common variant. So looking at number 1, Marvel Comics number 1, the uncommon is 8 times more rare than the common. In other words, there is 8 commons for each one uncommon, and there's 16 commons for each rare. There's 20 commons for each ultra rare and 80 commons for each secret rare. So this table will give you some perspective of how rare each variant is compared to the common mid-size. This table shows the addition to the investor's portfolio for this week. And as we know, in the investor's portfolio, we keep investing in the top 10 undervalued comics each week, and then we track the prices over the next period. So you can see the individual prices for this week for these comics selected in the top 10 list, along with the total investment amount at the bottom. This table shows the addition to the collector portfolio for this week. However, for this week we have no addition because there's no new comic that we haven't already purchased before that made it to the top 10 list for this week. This table shows the price performance of the top 10 undervalued comics selected last week. And in total, we have a loss of 112.69 gems, or 11.4%. This table shows last week's collector portfolio performance, and in total, we have gained 2.61 gems, or 2.8%. This table shows the cumulative performance for both the investor and the collector portfolio. So for the last 4 weeks, we have invested 4,115.91 gems in the investor portfolio with a current value of 3,186.62. So that's a total loss of 929.29 gems, or a negative 22.6%. For the collector portfolio, we have invested so far 1,691.3 gems with a current value of 1,144.7 gems. So that gives us a total loss of 546.6 gems, or a negative 32.3%. In this table, we track Veve's social media stats every week. For Twitter, we have lost 132 followers last week. There is no change for Discord. We added 26 Facebook members, and we have lost 419 Instagram followers. This table shows the weekly Veve Immutoscan stats on the blockchain. As of today, we have a total of 7,152,610 tokens minted, and that represents a 25,293 tokens increase compared to last week. Percentage-wise, this is 0.35%, and as we can see, that percentage is in a dark green shade, which is a good sign. That means the intensity of the token minting, or the rate of the token minting, is decreasing, which would support prices going forward. As far as unique owners are concerned, we only added 164 new unique owners this week. So we have a total of 646,650 unique owners, and that's a 0.03% increase. You can see it's in the red shade, which is not a good sign. That means the rate of owner increase is decreasing. And finally, looking at the TMO ratio, which is the tokens minted to the unique owners ratio, we can see it went up from 10.8 in week 1 to 11.06 in this week. And as long as this ratio keeps increasing, we can expect that prices would move sideways or to the downside, which indicates that the new unique owners are not keeping up with the tokens minted. Here is a snapshot of my collection on the Veve app. You are welcome to follow me on the app by searching the Avengers logo edition number 100. It is under the Disney Golden Moments brand. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. As you see in my previous videos, I always respond to each and every question. If you got value out of this video, hit the like and subscribe button so that you can keep informed every week when I post updates. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.